Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here with Riding in the Car with the Cairo. I got my pooch, Leah, with me today. It is a great day. It's April 1st, and it is my pup's birthday. She's 13 today, so I'm excited for her. She had an awesome cookie for breakfast this morning that somebody baked for her, and it's amazing. So today's topic is going to be, good morning, Jackie. Today's topic is going to be about how we're going to manage our eating regimen over the Easter weekend. Because we're all meeting up with our families. Good morning, Kathy. And we're going to be having some foods that we don't normally eat. And if you're like me, you've been on a special eating regimen. I don't like the word diet, but I've been on a special eating regimen that limits some of the things that I can eat. And here's the deal. It's a holiday. It's Easter. So while on my eating regimen, I'm not supposed to have any drinks, no alcohol. It's a holiday. I'm meeting some friends for dinner tomorrow night. I'm going to have a glass of wine. Yes, it breaks my eating regimen or dietary regimen. I don't care. I'm having a drink with my friends. The Easter Sunday happens to be my dad's 80th birthday. Super stoked. Got a brother coming in from out of state. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have a great time. And you know what? I like birthday cake. And so I'm going to have a piece of cake. And it's not going to throw me and derail me and crash me. Here's the deal. Eating is a lifestyle, right? So I know that I had to pay attention to the things that I was putting in my mouth. And I'm learning through this process how much, what that should look like, how I should feel after I'm doing that, how much water I should take in. So here's going to be my game plan, right? My game plan is I'm going to stay on my eating regimen until I go to mom and dad's house. And then all bets are off for that time frame. Now I can make good choices over the course of that dining experience and perhaps not choose some of the carbs that make you an addict and make your sugar levels go through the roof and your body stop burning and all of that stuff. But I can make some good choices. So here's my game plan. And I'd love for you guys to share your game plan with me. So my game plan is this. I'm going to exercise that morning. I'm going to take in my water. I've been drinking a gallon of water every day. I'm going to continue to do that. Okay, so I'm going to have a glass of wine, probably. And I'll drink a bottle of water after I have my glass of wine. Probably a bottle of water before I have my glass of wine. So that I'm full, right? I'm going to eat all the fuelings that I need to eat prior to going to my parents' house for this dining experience so that I'm not starving when I get there, which is what I used to do all the time. Could not wait to get to the holiday feast and become a glutton, right? So I'm going to choose not to be a glutton this time. But, this weekend, before I go, I'm going to be making a classic Italian Easter bread. And anybody who's Italian knows what I'm talking about. This Italian Easter sweetbread is to die for. And I found a great recipe, and I've been the one making it from scratch for the last couple of years. Since my granny's no longer with us, that was one of her favorites. And so I dug, tried a couple of recipes out. And a number of years ago, I found this amazing Italian Easter bread. And I swear to God, it is like it's right out of a bakery. But it even tastes better than the bakeries because they mass produce it. And I'm not mass producing mine. And it is picture perfect. So I can't wait to bake that and take some pictures and load that up so that everybody can see it's doable. Takes a lot of eggs, though, so stock up. And if your yeast is outdated just because it's been on the shelf at the grocery store, it won't rise, and the batch becomes garbage. Been there, done that a few times. So plan early so that if the yeast sucks, you got to go back to the grocery store, and or if you, like me, bought extra packs, you can try another. Check the expiration on the yeast, right? So you can plan in advance. You can eat healthfully all the way up to the time for that dinner. And then when it comes time for that dinner, as my health coach told me, Anita, live your life. Then we go right back where we need to be the next day. Start over. So if my weight fluctuates 1 or 2 pounds because I quote unquote cheated, I don't even like that word, because I chose to live for a moment a little larger than I normally live, so what? I haven't derailed myself. I haven't fallen off the track so far that it's not recoverable. I'm going to recover. And so what are you doing to prepare to be able to have those fun things? If you have kids, are you going to be biting the bunny's ears off of your kid's bunny? Missed that. But I chose not to buy any Easter bunnies so that I don't have them in my house. I chose not to, there's a blessing out of this COVID crap. I normally have awesome jelly beans in my office, but because of this whole COVID situation and people touching things and the fear and etc., I've made a choice in my office not to have that big bowl of those Jelly Belly delicious jelly beans. So I don't have them in my office, and it's really hard to say no to them when they're sitting on my countertop. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Samantha. I mean, really hard to say no to them. So you know what? I don't have them in my office. They're not in my home. I don't have any little kids in my house, so I don't have to have them. But if you do, there are tricks so that you don't overconsume. Every time you want to dig into your kids' Easter candy, first, chug a bottle of water. Just chug a bottle of water. Feel full and maybe only have a little bit. You deserve to have a feast for your holiday. Sacrificing everything and being so extreme is ridiculous. Look at, if you live in New Jersey, you understand all about extremes. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Live your life, but don't let it crash and burn you. The reality is when we eat sugar, it crashes our immune system, right? So what are you doing to help boost your immune system so that you're not crashed before you indulge in the holiday experience? What are you doing? Are you getting your spine and nervous system checked by a chiropractor? Are you coming to my office? Are you going to a chiropractor that lives close to you? If you haven't been in a while, listen, my door's always open for you. Come on in. I'd love to have you come in. Let's get you back on track so that you can be as healthy as you're designed to be. Because if your spine and nervous system is not balanced, your immune system's not going to work right. And when you choose to indulge on a holiday, your immune system crashes that much more. And the reality is, in this area of masking where you can't breathe correctly, it depresses your immune system when you're not oxygenated properly. If you've been living in isolation, that depresses your immune system because you're not being exposed. When you're not exposed, if you come from your bubble and then you go out there into the world, good morning, Tracy, you're going to have to fight. Your immune system's going to have to fight all the normal stuff that's out there. And plus, if there's COVID floating around, you don't need to be afraid of this virus. You really don't. If you are morbidly obese, if you have comorbidities like diabetes that's uncontrollable, if you have heart disease that is not manageable, but guess what? Number one thing is obesity. So while I'm telling you it's okay for you to have some enjoyment on your Easter feast, and if you're Italian, you're going to have some pastries and some Easter bread, and if you have kids, you're going to be sneaking those Reese's Pieces, guess what? There are alternatives to some of that. There are natural things that you can eat that have way less sugar in it and raw cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup garbage, the stuff that you get at the dollar store. Now, I am a fan of Peeps. I've always bought a bunch of Peeps, keep them in the freezer thinking, oh, I'm going to get to them, and I get to them right away, right? But here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to the dollar store. I'm not buying Peeps this year. I'm choosing to stay on my eating program so that I can continue the weight loss journey that I started February 1st, right? And I want to continue on that to be as healthy as I'm designed to be. So I'm going to not set myself up for failure by having those things in my environment. But guess what? I discovered on my eating journey that there are recipes out there where you can have Reese's peanut butter cups naturally. So I use my chocolate protein shake, and I use PB2, which is a powdered peanut butter, organic. You just add a couple of tablespoons of water, and it creates creamy peanut butter. And I make my chocolate shake, and I put it in these cups, these little pop-out silicone cups that I got on Amazon. And I put it in the freezer for 2 hours. And then I've got these beautiful Reese's peanut butter cups that are natural, low in carb, high in protein. It does not knock me off my eating regimen, and I feel like I'm having a freaking treat. It's amazing. And I just saw a recipe for the vanilla spice or a vanilla protein powder where you can use that and you can make a cupcake out of it, out of a protein shake using, I want to say baking soda or powder. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm going to try this out. And then you just put Ready Whip on it. But even better, I was at the store this week. This is awesome. And I found yogurt. It's called Yo something Ready Whip. So it's made out of yogurt. It's got acidophilus and probiotics in it. It's made with raw cane sugar. It has 0 carbs in it. And it has 1 gram of cane sugar in it. So you make that protein powdered cupcake that you bake, and then you squirt this yogurt whipped cream on it, and you now have a treat. And you can add, even better, sprinkle a little bit of that PB2 powdered protein on top of that, and you have a fantastic dessert that, here's the beauty of it, is protein. You're getting your protein in. So you're fueling your body. How amazing is this? It is not hard for you to be able to lose weight, change your lifestyle, if you learn how to do it. If you need help with that, ask me. Send me a private message. I'll hook you up with my health coach. I'll direct you a little bit and telling you what I'm doing. I'm working out. Yes, I'm a little hyper. I'm hyper because I just did my 45-minute Peloton. I kicked my butt. I drank 4 8-ounce plus glasses of water already before 8 a.m. this morning. And I just had my protein coffee. My coffee I have with a protein shake in my coffee. And I use a hand blender to make it a cappuccino protein blend. And I have this wonderful cappuccino latte that is giving me 12 grams of protein in my cup of coffee. So I'm not missing out. I no longer have half and half. And sometimes I actually put that yogurt Ready Whip in my coffee just as a treat, just because I deserve it, because I worked hard, because I want it. So don't allow yourself to fall off the train. You too can enjoy your holidays and not fall off the train. Indulge a little bit. Do everything you're supposed to do all before you come up to that meal. Have whatever you want in your meal, but be conscious of your portion control. I will not be going back for seconds, that I'm aware of. I will limit the amount of carbohydrates that I take in that are not vegetable. But I'm going to eat my sweet Italian Easter bread because I made it. And I'm going to put a slather of organic salted butter on it because that's what I'm using to bake with it. And it's going to taste so good. Hi, Allison. Welcome. It's going to taste so good. And I'm treating myself because it's a holiday, and I'm going to join my family time, and I'm going to have a piece of the cake that we're having to celebrate my dad's 80th birthday. And then I'm going to drink water immediately after the meal so that I make sure I'm really full. And I'm going to drink water immediately after I have dessert to make sure I'm full. I'm going to exercise my butt off. I'm going to take a really tough class that morning. Make sure I have all my protein fuelings in up until it's time for me to leave to go to my family's house to enjoy a wonderful Easter dinner with the family and a birthday celebration with my dad. So you too can stay on track. You just got to be consciously aware of what you're doing and what you're putting into your trap. Just pay attention to that. Don't ever feel that you're cheated. Have those little cheats on occasion. It's a holiday. Live your life. And then Monday morning comes back and got back in it. Game on. I'm turning red. I'm having a hot flash. Thank you, over 50, right? Get back in the game. Hey, my coach is online. Hey, Lena, love you. Thank you for coaching me and telling me it's okay for me to live like a normal human being on the holiday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support. So, guys, I can help you. My coach can certainly help you. She'll be on your back if you cheat, but she'll allow you a little bit of cheat to give you some space to be normal, healthy, live your life, and get back on track so that you can be as healthy as you were destined to be. And don't forget, love your family, hug your family, take that mask off your face, breathe some oxygen, hug and kiss your loved ones, because we all need some TLC and we need to be touched. And you need a chiropractor to help you out with that, because I'm the one. I'm the best there is. But love on your family. Enjoy your holiday with your family and friends. And I look forward to seeing you next week when you're riding in the car with the Chiro. This is Dr. Anita from Mylon Family Chiropractic. Have a fantastic Thursday and have a blessed, happy Easter. See you on the next ride.